Hi folks, this is Tom with AlumiGlo Lighting. Today I want to talk to you about our new GTX 13000 Flounder and Bullynetting light. This is a light kit, so it comes with the light, it comes with cords, it comes with pretty much everything you're going to need to set your boat up, except for this piece of PVC, which is used for the center shaft to go through the mounting bracket which is attached to your boat. But I'll talk more about that in a minute. Let's talk first here a little bit about this light. So this light, unlike our Flounder Pro 13000, which uses 3 individual 40-watt cobs on that setup. So that setup has a 30 or 40-watt cob going left, one going right, and one in the center. So the 30-watt cob, the smaller lights, the main difference is those small lights use a 60-degree angle lens. So that means the beam of light that they put out is probably about like that. Each one of them. So you got 60 degree this way, 60 this way, 60 that way. That pretty much fills in the front of the boat with light, but you will notice there are some shadows in between the lights, especially up close to the boat, which can be a little bit aggravating to some people if they're fishing right up or gigging right up on the front nose of the boat. Sometimes there's some shadows up there. This light uses a 120-degree lens, which means it throws light completely this way. So a continuous light, so there's no shadows, there's not a light here, a light here, a light here. It's just one big flood of light going this way and forward. So that's the advantage that this light has. Just 120 pure watts, 121 watt LEDs in this light. So all the lights going this way and forward, whereas you get 120 watts with the other small lights, but it's 40 watts here, 40 watts there, 40 watts there. So overall, this is a brighter light, continuous light, and will give you overall more coverage than what the individual smaller lights do. And that's one of the reasons why we came out with it over those smaller lights. The smaller lights have been great. They work really good. Now, they are a 2-color light, 3000K and 5000. This is 5000K only. But listen, probably 95% of all the people I know who bullynet and flounder gig use 5000K pure white. They don't use the 3000K that much. If you're in dark, dirty, dingy water, then sometimes that 3000K is advantageous. It does help you see through that dirtier water better, but most of the time you're in clear water, and most of the people aren't using that 2-color light for the 3000K. They're buying the 2-color light because it's there, but to be honest with you, this light is just so much more overly bright that I don't know that you're going to need it. Not to say that we won't make this in a 3000K sometime, maybe we will, but for right now it's only available in 5000K, or you can also get it green if you want to, because there will be people who use this for shrimping and for other things that use green light. But for flounder gigging and bullynetting, 5000K is what the color temperature is on this light. There's 121 watt LEDs in that light. And it puts out 120 watts, 13,200 lumens of light. It's a really bright light. On top of this light, you got a double reflector, so or lens. So this polycarbonate lens, the top lens on this is replaceable. So you got 3 screws on the outside of this light, and this dome will come off. It's polycarbonate, and underneath that is it's the primary dome that covers the LEDs, and it's permanent, so you don't want to get it scratched up and messed up. So this one covers that to protect it, so it can be replaced. The covers are only about $5 or $6. They're not expensive if you ever need an extra cover. If you're really going to be banging on the bottom and stuff, it's probably not a bad idea to have one of those. The light is all anodized aluminum, and it's powder coated black. On the back side of it, we put a 90-degree PVC elbow on it. Now, I didn't bring another light here, but if you take this elbow off, there are aluminum threads on the back of this light, just like on the small cob light. And those threads will fit any 1¼ inch female fitting. So you can screw a fitting on there if you want to, and add more PVC to it if that's what you want to do. We don't use the threads, folks, because you don't really need them. We add them on the light just in case somebody needed to. But those threads, if you take like this is a 90-degree elbow, any elbow, 1¼ inch elbow, will slide right over those threads perfectly. We put a screw on this side of the PVC and on that side of the PVC It's just, we use a 3/8 inch long screw, stainless steel. Just drill you a couple holes, run you a couple screws on each side, just like these up here. Just run those into the PVC. They butt up into the threads on the back of that light, and this thing is rock solid. The advantage of doing that, if you ever want to change this from a 90 to a 45, you just loosen those screws, pull it right off. You don't have to unscrew anything. You don't have to make anything watertight. The cord's waterproof. The plugs are all waterproof, so nothing in the PVC has to be watertight. Don't even try to make it watertight. Your PVC can have water in it. It'll drain right out as soon as you pull it out of the water. So don't try and mess with that. All these plugs have O-rings in them, and they're completely waterproof. So don't worry about waterproof anything. So for the light itself, it has a 25-foot power cord on it. It does come with battery clips, and it comes with a driver. Now the standard driver is a 12, 24, 36. You can use it on any 3 voltages driver. This goes back by your battery. So this plugs into your 25-foot power cord, and then your battery clips plug into it. And the battery clips obviously go right to your battery. Now we also have an on-off switch you can buy that plugs in between the clips in the driver. So if you want to turn the light on and off with that, we've got that. That's an option as well. Now the other option, you can buy it with or without the mounting bracket. Some people have their own mounting system, and that's fine. You know, if you want to use ours, that's great too. How the mounting bracket works, folks, is it's a 2-piece bracket. So this piece right here mounts right to the face of the boat, or right on the edge of the bow of the boat, just like that. And then this piece, which holds your PVC, slides into that. It's adjustable 5 inches out, in or out, and you just run this screw back through one of the holes. There's 3 settings on this bracket. Just run the bolt through it, put your wing nut back on it again, and then your PVC slides down into the bracket, a little bit, slides down into the bracket, and you tighten that up, and then you can loosen this. You can rotate the light 360 degrees. You can raise and lower the light, and you can do whatever you want. It's a pretty handy little deal to have. So the only thing this kit does not come with is this piece of PVC. Now the reason is because some boats sit 10 inches off the water. Some boats, pontoon boats, may sit 5-6 feet off the water. So no matter what size of PVC we're including with our lights, it was either too short or too long. People call them and say, well, it's too long or it's too short. So listen, you can go to any hardware store, Lowe's, Home Depot, Menards, it doesn't matter. A 10-foot piece of 1¼ inch Schedule 40 PVC is about $11. So get your PVC, cut it to the length you want to that'll fit your boat. So just measure from the top bow of your boat down to the water, you know that distance, and then however deep in the water you can be putting it. Some people fish, you know, in deeper water, depending on what you're using the light for. Some people fish in, you know, inches of water. So you don't need this pole sticking up, you know, too high on the front bow of your boat. It's just in your way. So cut it to the length that's going to be good for you. And then what we typically do is we put another 90 on top up here to use for a handle, so you can turn it easy back and forth and raise and lower. But that's okay. You will have to buy your own piece of PVC. And once you get that, then all you got to do is just, first thing you do if you get the bracket is just slide the bracket onto it, and tighten that up. Just let it be on the PVC, and then run your power cord from your light. Run your power cord up through the PVC, because it's going to exit the top. It's going to exit the top, and then you just take your PVC. Once your cord's up through that, you just stick it down into the elbow. Is all you got to do. Just stick it down the elbow. There's 2 screws here. Just tighten those 2 screws up. They're Phillips screws, and you're done. That's all there is to it. There's no gluing. There's no messing with it. You're done. And then all you got to do is just, like I say, mount this base of this bracket right on the front bow of your boat. Mount the bracket good, folks. Don't just screw it into fiberglass. That's not going to cut it. You got to put some anchors under it. Otherwise, if you hit the bottom with this, it's going to break something, and it's probably not going to break the bracket. It's probably going to bust the bow right out of the front of your boat. So be sure and mount that bracket correctly underneath. If you're putting it on fiberglass, put a board or something under there you're anchoring to, so it doesn't just break out the top front of the bow of the boat. So that's all there is to the light. It's a very good light, brightest light we've ever had. So if you got any questions on this light, give us a call. Our number is 785-621-2646 about this light or any other lights, folks. Appreciate it, and we'll see you next video.